Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time joining us, this is the platform where we talk about recruitment, everything that has to do with recruitment. We talk about career change, we talk about interviews, how to pass those interviews if you are somebody that is interviewing right now. I also give you tips on what needs to go onto your CV. So that is what we talk about on this platform, and if that is something that you like, make sure that you smash that like button so that every time when we do post our next video, you will be notified. So on today's topic, I want to talk about looking out for those red flags. If you are somebody that is in a position right now, perhaps you're looking at moving for various reasons, perhaps you're not happy, or maybe you're just looking at a different career change. You've been in that same role for a long time and you see no growth within your current business and you're just looking for a change. That's the topic that we're talking about today. Or if you are actively seeking employment, you are sitting at home, you're unemployed, you're looking for a company that will employ you, you need to make sure that you look out for those red flags before joining out any organization. So stay tuned. That is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. So let's get right into it. Like I said, today I just want us to have an open and an honest conversation. So the only time that you will realize or see any red flags with a business is you need to start the interview process. You need to be interviewing with a company, because once you start the interview process, that is the only time that you will see if this business has any red flags, if this business is meant for you, if this business is a big no-no. So if you are invited for an interview with that business, what you want to be looking out for, you want to be looking at the people. You want to see how are the people in this business. Are they warm? Are they friendly? Are they welcoming? You know, when you get there, how's the atmosphere in this building? How's the culture of this business? Do you see yourself working here? Do you see yourself coming here every single day? Do you see yourself working for this business for 8 to 9 hours, sitting in this organization? So that is what you want to be looking out for. That is the first step. How is the atmosphere? How is the culture of the business? And you want to bring that back to you. Do I see myself working here? Do I see myself coming here every single morning? How are these people? Are these people grumpy? Are these people welcoming? Are these people friendly? You know, that is what you want to be looking at when you go for your initial interview. And in the interview process, if the line manager that you're going to be reporting into is in the interview, you want to see and you want to imagine yourself working with the line manager. You want to be asking yourself questions. Do I see myself working with the line manager? Is this person, can I relate to the line manager? Can I relate to this person? Do we have anything in common? You know, do I see myself reporting into this person and working hand in hand with the line manager? How are they asking the interview questions? How are they asking the questions in the interview? You know, there's ways that you can ask questions in the interview. Sometimes I've seen in my career when I was looking for employment back in my years, you know, I did get interviewers. They were asking me questions, and the questions that they were asking me, the tone of the question was just not right. And I didn't see myself working with that person simply because of the way they asked me the question. It was demanding. It was authority. It was like there was sort of a power struggle thing. So those are the signs that you want to be looking out for and imagining. And once you are in the interview, you also want to be asking questions. Why is this position open? What happened to the person that was in this role? Did they resign? Were they fired? You know, how long has this position been open? Those are the questions that you want to be asking the interviewer in the interview. What happened? What happened to the previous person that was in this position? What happened to them? Did they resign? Were they fired? Depending on the answer that you get, you'll be able to make an assumption. Okay, do I really see myself if the person that was in this role resigned after 3 months or resigned after 6 months? You want to dig deeper. You want to know the reasons. That is why you need to ask questions. And if the interviewer says to you, no, they were in this role for 6 months. Okay, what happened to the previous person that was in this role? No, they were in this role for 6 months as well and they left. Oh, why did they leave? Because these are the type of questions that you want to be asking the interviewer to examine if there is maybe a problem with management. Because if various people within this department are coming and going and coming and going, that is a red sign with the management that, or with the company, they are not able to retain their staff. It is extremely important to join a business that is able to retain their staff. And if people are coming and going and coming and going, that's a red sign. There's a problem there. So that is tip number 2. Let's move on to tip number 3. So now tip number 3 is, once you have now interviewed with the business, you also want to make sure that everything that was discussed in the interview makes sense. It ticks off. So you want to go and do your own online research. So you would go on LinkedIn, you would Google the company, you would see the person that was in this role, really what you were told in the interview. This person was in the role for 6 months. Maybe they did leave. You want to make your own research. You want to research for yourself and make sure that yes, they were or they left. You also, in this point, you also want to do research of the entire company. Don't limit yourself to just doing research for your position that you applied for. Do research for the entire business. Look up the people that are employed in the business. How long were they in this business? How long did they last in their position? Because once you see a trend of people coming and going, they don't last with the business, that is a sign that there's a problem with the business. Let's move on to the next tip. So my next tip, while we are online and you are busy doing research, your online research, you also want to just make sure that you go on Glassdoor. I have seen a lot of candidates, when they're not happy with the business, or when they're happy with the business, they would go and they would write a review on Glassdoor. Just make sure that you go on Glassdoor for your own safety and peace of mind. You want to make sure that there's no reviews on Glassdoor that maybe previous employers made, and you want to see if there's any trend of people that are complaining about the same problem, because if you see anything on Glassdoor that is a trend, then that means there's a problem with the business. So that's also what you want to do. And you also want to go on the company website and you want to see if did the company really take any initiative to put any information on the website. Look at the management team. Is the management team on there? Is there any customer reviews? Is there any any vendor that has complimented the company? Anything that you would look out for. So you want to go onto the website and you want to make research. You also want to look at the website and see, are they really recruiting? What is on their career, under careers? Is there any other positions that they are recruiting for? Do that. Go onto the website. This information, there's no secret in this information, guys. This information should be on there with any business that is currently recruiting and wanting to attract the right kind of people. So that's what you want to do. You want to go onto their website and you want to go and see and do your own research. Also, you want to see if there's any customer complaints. If this company has got a lot of customer complaints, a lot of vendor complaints, a lot of supplier complaints, then that's a red sign. That is something definitely that you need to look out for. That is a red sign. Why is all their customers complaining? Why is all their vendors complaining? Why is all their suppliers complaining? That is a red sign. So these things you need to do prior to you accepting the offer letter, because guys, this is your career. You're going to spend 8 to 9 hours with this business. You want to make sure that you sign an offer with a business that you see a future with. As much as you interview, the business is looking for a great candidate, you are also looking for a great business to join. So let's move on. So guys, I've given you some quite a nice tips. Now let me tell you my very last tip. My very last tip is you want to know your manager that you are going to be reporting into. How long were they in this position? How long are they in that position? Because if they are in that position for the past 20 years, what makes you think that you have any career path within this business? Where you're going to move into, you want to know where is your next move. For instance, if you join the business as a receptionist, you want to know you're going to grow from being a receptionist to becoming maybe a supervisor or an administrator, or you want to make sure that there's a career path within this business. There's movement that is happening within the department that you're joining. Because if the people in front of you have been in those roles for a very long time, then chances of you moving anywhere else are very limited. But please be considerate when it comes to growth opportunities with this business. Don't expect growth very soon in joining the business. You can't expect growth within 3 or 6 months unless you are exceptional. And some companies, they do that, but not everyone. So just be mindful when you are talking about growth opportunities within the business. You want to be in a position where you excel in, and the company can see your value within this business, and then they will then promote you into a different business. But what I'm trying to say is there has to be movement that is happening with the department that you're growing. There's growth opportunities within the business. So you want to join a company where you see growth opportunities. Okay. So let me close it off by saying, as if you are somebody that is working with a recruiter or a recruitment agency, your consultant will assist you with this information. But this is your career. You need to make sure that you do everything correctly and you do all your research thoroughly prior to signing your offer letter. I understand sometimes we find ourselves in desperate situations where we really need to work, but this company is going to be on your CV and nobody wants to see a job hopper. So you want to make sure that you join the right business where you're going to be impactful and you're going to build a career and a future for yourself. Just to close it off, I want to thank everybody for watching me today and tuning in our channel. Just to remind you, we are running a 4-week program that is starting this Friday. This program is directed to everybody that is a first-time employment seeker, everyone that is, maybe you just graduated, perhaps you are matriculating and you're wanting to join the workspace. So please do tune in on Friday on our YouTube channel. Like this channel, subscribe on this channel so that you will be notified. Do not forget to press that notification button, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you, and please do stay safe.